Hello everyone. In this lecture, we will study common source stage with source degeneration. We have already seen in the beginning that when we consider source degeneration, that means that we will consider body effect in this configuration of common source stage. So let's begin. So the following circuit shows a common source configuration with a degeneration resistor in the source. Okay, so why we use degeneration resistor in the source? Because we want to soften the device characteristic, or we want to try to remove the non-linearity which is imposed by the dependence of the drain current upon overdrive voltage by placing this degeneration resistor in series with the source terminal to make input device more linear. So we have placed this resistance, the degeneration resistance, in the series with the source to make our device more linear and to remove the that is non-linearity which is imposed by the dependence of the drain current upon the overdrive voltage. So how can we make our device linear? By removing the non-linearity imposed by the drain current by depending of the drain current on overdrive voltage. So let's see that how this configuration makes our device more linear. So we'll use two methods to drive the gain of the circuit. First is the small signal model and second is the using the following lemma. Okay. So what is this lemma says? Lemma says that in linear system the voltage gain is equals to minus GM, that is capital GM. This transconductance is of the this degenerated circuit, or we can say this is the transconductance of this whole equivalent transconductance of this circuit, and R out is the resistance. Okay, the output impedance. Lemma says that in linear systems the voltage gain is equals to minus GM R out. Let us taking this first method, that is small signal model, and don't be confused by seeing these equations. They are not lengthy, they are simple KCL KVL equations. So let us take them one by one. First, we make a small signal model of this circuit. Here is V in, here is V1. V1 is simply VGS. Okay, the voltage between gate and source. This is the current GMV1. This is the resistance at the source RS. This is the resistance R0. Okay, as we are considering the body effect as well as channel length modulation. This is GMB. This is GMB VBS. Okay, and this is the degenerated resistance R. And here is V1. Okay, so let us first calculating the I out. Okay, how I out will be calculated? I out is flowing here over here in this branch, so it is equals to all the current applying the KCL equation over this node. So the current in this branch will be equals to I out will be equals to the current in this branch plus the current in this branch plus the current in this branch. So let us take that. So I out is equals to GMV1 written over here plus GMB written over here plus the current in this branch. Now how we can calculate the current in R0? Simply by subtracting the voltage drop at this node with the voltage drop at this node dividing by R0. Okay, so the voltage drop at this node is V out as they are in parallel. V out minus the voltage drop is at this node will be I out RS. Okay, I out RS. So V out minus I out RS upon R0, as all the current I out will flow in source branch. Okay, this is I out is equals to GMV1 plus GMVBS plus V out minus I out RS upon R0. Okay, and I out can also be given as simply the voltage drop in this branch upon RD. It can be written as minus V out upon RD. Okay, now let us find out V1. What is this V1? applying the KVL in this loop, what we will get? V1 is equals to V in minus I out Rs. Okay, and now I out can be written as this equation. Substituting the value of I out from this equation into this equation, I out can be written as V in plus V out by RD into RS. This is V1. Okay, substituting the value of I out here. Now VBS. How we can calculate VBS? Okay, VBS is the voltage drop at this branch between the body and source terminal. So it can be written as minus I out RS. Okay, and I out can again, we can substitute the value of I out as V out by RD over here. We get V out by RD RS. Okay, now we have calculated the different values. Now we can substitute this value in the equation of I out. That is, we have I out as this, we have V1 as this equation, we have VBS as this equation. Now substituting all the values, I out can be substituted as minus V out RD equals to GM, V1 can be substituted as this or this, okay, plus GMB, VBS can again be substituted this value plus this equation. Okay, now solving the equation, this V out can be solved from this equation. Okay, taking all the values common, and V out upon Vn, that is our voltage gain, can be calculated like this: minus Gm R naught RD upon R naught bracket open 1 plus Gm plus Gmb Rs plus RD plus Fs. Okay, so this is the small signal model which we have used to calculate the voltage gain. Now let us look at the second method. Okay, so this lemma says, as we have already stated in the previous slide, that in linear system the voltage gain is given by minus Gm R out. So we need to find the equivalent transconductance of this circuit, of this degenerated circuit, and the output impedance. Now how we can calculate? Again, drawing the small signal model for this circuit, what we get, this is same, but we have make a slight change in this circuit. In this circuit, we have here we have short circuited this output. Okay, to find I out. Okay, so that we can calculate our equivalent transconductance. Equivalent transconductance is given by the output current produced for the Vn. Okay, our I out upon Vn. Simply we have calculated I out in the previous slide as this. Okay, and Vn as this. Simply we will solving this equation for this I out upon Vn, and we will calculate it from this. Okay, what we have done, we have calculated value of V out as, V out can be written as I out into RD. Okay, here we can write I out by RD, or we here simply in the voltage gain we can write this V out as I out into RD equals to this equation to find the equivalent transconductance. RD and RD cancels out. What we will get? We will get this equation: Gm R naught upon R naught plus R naught Gm into Rs plus Gmb Rs plus Rs. Taking R naught common, we get Gm into R naught upon R naught plus 1 plus Gm plus Gmb into Rs plus Rs. Okay, so this is the equivalent transconductance of the degenerated circuit. Now we can calculate R out. Similarly, we can calculate R out. Now for this, we have again drawn a small signal model to drive the small signal output in independence of the amplifier. So here now we are denoting this current as Ix. Okay, so you are not confused with I out that we have used previously, and the voltage drop as Vx. Other symbols are same. Okay, now V1 is the voltage, which is VGS, can be written as minus IXRS, as input voltage is 0. We will calculate the output impedance by taking the input voltage as grounded voltage as 0. Okay, so V1 can be written as minus of IXRS, VBS. This VBS voltage drop can be written as here again minus IXRS. Okay, and Vx, the voltage drop at this output, can be written as Ix into Rs, this voltage. We have applied a KVL over these equations, over this circuit here. So what we will get, Vx is equals to Ix Rs plus the current in these branches. That is, the current in this branch is Ix minus GMV1 minus GMB VBS into R0. Okay, so what we have done, we have applied a KVL in this loop. This, this, and this. Okay, okay, let me show you by using a pen. What we have done, we have applied a voltage, we have applied a KVL across this loop. Let me use this pink color. We have applied a voltage KVL voltage to find a voltage at this loop. Okay, so what we have done, we are writing Vx is equals to voltage drop across this branch, that is R0, that is IXRS voltage drop at this branch plus the voltage drop at this branch, that is R0, that is the current through this branch will be equals to Ix minus GMB1 minus GMB here into R0. Okay, solving this equation, putting the value of V1 and VBS from the equation above, from this equation. Okay, and substituting these values and now finding the Rx, that is Vx upon R. We get this equation. Solving it further, taking Rs common, okay, we get this equation. And now the output impedance is Rx in parallel with RDC, degenerated resistance. Okay, we get this as output impedance. Now, if R naught, that is the resistance due to the this channel length modulation, is greater than the source resistance, what we will get? We will solve this equation for Rx. Okay, now we are saying that R naught is greater than Rs. Neglecting this term Rs, okay, we will get this, and solving it further, we will get, okay, simply multiplying R naught here, over here, and over at this, what we will get, GM plus GMB Rs into R. Okay, now we have GM, the equivalent transconductance of the circuit, and output independence of the circuit. We can find, using the lemma, we can find the voltage gain, which is equals to the minus negative of transconductance into R. Now, taking the product of these two terms, transconductance and R, we get this equation. So this is the voltage gain we have derived using the lemma, and lemma says that for the linear systems, the voltage gain is given as negative of equivalent transconductance into output impedance. So we have used small signal model to find the equivalent transconductance of the degenerative circuit and output impedance. While finding the equivalent transconductance, what we have done, we have short circuited the output node and taken gain as this. We have short circuited the output node here. Okay, and for calculating the R out, what we have done, we have taken the input voltage as 0. Okay, so this is the way we can calculate the voltage gain of the degenerative circuit using two methods. The first one was using simply the small signal model. Okay, and the second one was the lemma, using the lemma. Okay, in the next circuit, we will try to ignore the channel length modulation effect and body effect, and then we will again calculate the results. Okay, thank you. Okay, so we have seen in the that we have used two methods, the small signal model and lemma effect, and we have calculated the voltage gain using both the methods. Now in this method, we will try to ignore body effect and channel length modulation. Okay, and try to find the again the voltage gain. So let us take our method one, that is small signal model. We have calculated use small signal model, that is simply the VGS here, V in here, and between and drain and source the current flow, that is GMVGS, and at the source we have taken a resistance Rs, and at drain side we have taken a degenerated resistance, that is RD. Okay, we will try to find out this V out first. This V out is simply the voltage drop across the resistance RD, which is simply the current GMVGS into RD. Okay, negative of GMVGS into RD. Okay, this is written over here. Now, VGS, that is the voltage between gate and source voltage. Gate and source can be given as simply applying the KVL over this loop. Okay, over this loop. What we will get? We will get VGS is equals to V in minus GM VGS RS. Okay, the current GM VGS will flow over here as well as here, and it is given as VGS V in minus GM VGS RS. Okay, now simply solving this equation, we can get VGS equals to Vn 1 upon 1 plus Gm Rs, and the voltage gain, that is V out by Vn, can be calculated as, we will put this value of VGS over here, that is equals to V out upon minus Gm Rd. Okay, here, and now solving the equation, we will get V out upon Vn as minus GMRD upon 1 plus GMRS. Okay, now what we can do, we will try using the method 2, which is just taking limits. What we have studied is we have calculated GM and R out using the two methods, that is the small signal method and the lemma. We will try to use those equations of equivalent transconductance and output impedance and applying the limits. Okay, limits means we will try to ignore the body effect, that is this GMB is equals to 0 and channel length modulation as R not taking it as infinite. Okay, now substituting in these equations these value, what we will get? We will get GM upon taking this R naught as infinite, this as infinite, and this is infinite. Okay, and GMB as 0. Okay, we will try to solve, and what we will get? GM upon 1 plus GM plus GMB RS. Okay, now for solving it further, GMB is 0 here. We will get GM upon 1 plus GM RS. And R out is similarly in the equation of R out also. We will solve it and we will get it. R out is equal is nothing but it is equals to RD, that is the drain resistance, the degenerated resistance. Okay, and using the lemma which says that voltage gain is given as negative of GMR out, we will substitute both the values in this equation and we get minus GMRD 1 plus GMRS. This is same what we have calculated using the small signal model. Okay, again, what we have done, we will try to directly calculate the equivalent transconductance of the circuit and output impedance by directly assuming that body effect and channel length effect is neglected. Okay, we will not putting the limits, or we will not reducing those equations we have already calculated. We will directly calculate them using the small signal model. So this is again very simple. We just draw this diagram here. Okay, is the equivalent transconductance. I have already stated this before. When we try to find the equivalent transconductance of the circuit, what we do, we will just short circuit the output. Okay, this is taken as ID. Okay, then V out is ignored. Okay, it's grounded. So we get ID is equals to GM V1, that is VGS. V1 is nothing else but VGS. V1 is equals to VGS. So ID is equals to GM VGS. Okay, VGS can be calculated again by using the KVL in this loop. Okay, VGS is equals to Vn minus the voltage drop in this branch, that is minus GMVGS into RS. Now we can solve these equation and we can find GM, that is the equivalent transconductance, as ID upon Vn. Okay, how we can calculate? Using this equation we can calculate VGS, which is equals to Vn 1 plus GMRS, and this can give us Gn, that is equals to ID upon Vn. Okay, ID upon Vn. by simply Vn can be calculated from this equation. Vn is equals to VGS into 1 plus GMRS. Now dividing both the equations, we will get ID Vn is equals to Gm upon 1 plus GMRS. So this is same what we have derived from the equivalent transconductance of the circuit when we have not ignored, when we have considered this body effect and channel length modulation and then afterward applying the limits in that equation. This is same as that equation. Okay, and R out can be again calculated by taking the input voltage as grounded. Okay, this is again VGS can again be calculated as Vn is 0 in this now. VGS is simply the voltage drop in this minus Gm VGS into Rs, and Ix, the voltage here, the current in this particular node can be given as the voltage across this. Okay, this is given as Vx upon Rd plus the current in this node plus the current in this node, that is Gm VGS. And we already know that this VGS is 0, substituting this VGS 0, Ix is Vx upon Rd. Now R out, that is the output impedance, is given as Vx upon Ix, which is nothing but as Rd. Now we will calculate the voltage gain. We have already calculated, that is minus GM upon 1 plus GM. Now what we have observed from all these voltage gain and all these equivalent transconductance and output impedance, okay, we have noticed that if we increase the source resistance, okay, the source resistance, then the equivalent transconductance of the circuit become very less dependent upon the transconductance of the transistor or the amplifier. Okay, and as I can show you over here, that if I increase this up to infinite, the equivalent transconductance will become 1 upon Rs. That is, if I increase this Rs, this resistance, the equivalent transconductance becomes very less dependent upon the transconductance of the transistor. That is for large Rs, Gm, that is Gm will become I out upon Vn, which is equivalent to 1 upon Rs. Okay, and therefore the amplifier becomes more linear when this source resistance is large enough. Or we can see the increase in the input voltage tend to increase the drain current, and the voltage drop across this RS, the source resistance, also increases. This makes the amplifier less sensitive to input changes. Hence, our purpose is solved to make the system more linear by removing the non-linearity which is imposed by the dependence of the drain current upon overdrive voltage. So this makes our drain current more smoother. So the linearization is achieved at the cost of losing gain and voltage headroom. Okay, that is the voltage step. So we can again manipulate the gain equation. What we have done, we have just divided the numerator and denominator by Gm. What we will get, minus Rd upon 1 plus GMRS. So simply the numerator is the resistance seen at the drain node, this node, and the denominator is the resistance seen at the source part, that is Rs plus 1 upon G. So these following are the graph of the drain current and the transconductance of a transistor without considering Rs. Okay, so we can see the transconductance of a transistor is very linear with the input voltage. As we increase the input voltage, the transconductance increases above VTH, as well as the drain current increases with Vn becomes more linear above the threshold voltage. Okay, and this is the equivalent transconductance of the circuit, which is also linear as Vn, but it is equals to 1 upon Rs. As Rs increases, it is equals to 1 upon Rs. It is the limit of this transconductance. Okay, so we can say if the drain current is small, this drain current is small, the equivalent transconductance is equals to the transconductance of a circuit, okay, of a transistor. And if this drain current is large, then this transconductance of the circuit become equals to 1 upon. Okay, so this is all about the source degeneration, the common source stage with source degeneration. Okay, so there is an alternative method to find the output resistance of a degenerated common source amplifier, which can be find out as, okay, simply here is the R naught. Okay, here is the source resistance, and this is the current, drain current, that del I, and having a voltage drop of del V. Simplifying this, R naught can be removed and having a separate voltage of del V here and del V here. Okay, and this is same graph. We have this is same circuit we have drawn again, and here is the voltage drop at this terminal. The voltage drop is equals to del VRS, the voltage drop across the resistance RS, simply at this term, at this point, okay, at this node. And further reducing, what we have seen, the total resistance at this particular point, at this particular node, will be nothing, but it is equals to simply 1 upon Gm plus GMB, the transconductance and the transconductance while considering the polyoxide. And this is R naught, and this is RS. Okay, here at this node, what we will get, the voltage drop, that is the voltage drop del VRS, and at this node, that is del V. Okay, so this is the alternative way to find the output resistance of the degenerated common source amplifier. Okay, thank you.